not a glamorous task, but it sure does save a lot of money to come do this yourself and bring it to the dump. My awesome little trailer. My wonderful teenager. Good morning, Moose. He's not happy. He didn't get breakfast, and he's got school as soon as we're done. But we're going to get this stuff all done. Get back to the house. Alright, well, that was some good stinky fun. $35 later, and 1,000 pounds worth of trash and garbage is gone. So I'm going to start mudding on this wall over here until my Home Depot order is ready to pick up. And make my way around this direction so that I can avoid all the sections I got to scrape until I have to, because I don't enjoy scraping them, so I'm avoiding it. Just spent half an hour doing some high school geometry because I thought I'd be doing that again. And yeah, we're just trucking right along in here. So here we go. Alright, another day of progress done. I'm gonna go sit down and watch a movie with my wife, but we curbside picked up another sheet of plywood or drywall, and you may notice it's slightly green because she accidentally ordered the mold resistant. That's alright, ain't gonna make any difference underneath everything, but you can see all sorts of mud drying, various stages, patching. These walls look crazy because these are the places where the glue was holding on the paneling. So once that paneling comes off, I have to scrape all that glue down, and then I fill in the divots that are left in there. So once that's dry, I'll knock it down real quick with the sander, and you get a nice smooth wall back on top for texture. So all my hatching is done in here. Well, sorry, it's dusty, and well, I'm happy to have that done. It was a lot of mud. Went through the whole box over the course of this project. I've got a little bit left in my pan down there in the cover there. A little bit of drywall trash needs to go still. Didn't get to go to the dump this morning, but everything in here is drying. So tomorrow morning when I get up, this should be dry enough that I can sand it. Sand it out, throw texture on it. Texture will get primer, and I think that's where we're stopping until because we haven't decided quite what we're doing as far as colors in here yet. So yeah, that's the next step. So Drake just came back to the table to finish his dinner because he told us tonight that he really likes spicy. He should have some more spice in dinner tonight. What his mom made was a soup, some ground turkey and vegetables and rice and such in it. He kept insisting that he liked jalapenos, and he does not. He hates anything hot and freaks out about it. But he kept insisting he liked jalapenos. Now what he actually likes is the tame pickled jalapenos that we usually keep in the fridge but didn't have tonight. So instead he ended up with a fresh raw jalapeno. And it didn't go well for him. He had to go and find another room crying for a little bit until the milk finished working and cooling him off. So he's sitting down to finish his dinner and the teenager's asleep. But yeah, gonna let this finish drying in here. Sand tomorrow morning. Texture, paint by the end of the day tomorrow, hopefully, or prime anyway. And then I'll start deciding what I want to do with this wall. I really got to sit down and figure out, because the price of lumber has gone up so much, if it's going to be more cost effective for me to put a 2x4 wall in there with a piece of plywood or masonite and some for the drywall to line up, or if I just do it out of 2x6s, or what exactly that process is going to look like to get this wall in here, just because the price of wood is astronomical at this point. But we are going to finish the room first, because like I said before, Deacon is supposed to be here probably Monday, Tuesday. I imagine they'll be back in town. So yeah, that gotta stop filming myself down like that. Oh, look at me. All right, there we go. Anyway, that'll do it for tonight. I'll see y'all in the morning. Alright guys, so we have smooth walls all the way around. Done sanding and Patrick Drake's in there doing some schoolwork. Alright. And it is now time for some texture. Take it a couple hours to dry and then we can get this coat of primer on here. So we are using gold orange peel. So fun fact, everybody is working on their homes right now and Home Depot's curbside pickup is out of everything. So we had the one big can and two of these small cans is what we were able to get. The wall texture and these two small cans are 10 ounces a piece. The big can is 25 ounces and the big can costs the same price as 1.5 little cans. So that kind of sucks, but this is what it is. So I'm going to spray some walls. Should only take me a minute. And then let it dry. I gotta patch that. I ran out of mud. And I may or may not have had a little bit of an accident with a ceiling pan or a wall panel that needed to be thrown out, falling while I was getting cut with a sawzall and putting a hole in the wall that I could fix. But you know, that happens. No big deal. And yeah, so I'm gonna get some texture sprayed on here and we'll be ready for the next step. Alright, so there we are. We are all, texture is dry. You'll notice that I've knocked all the drywall off of this side of the beam. But it's not off this side because this beam is made out of a bunch of 2x6s all laminated together, laying on end. So my 2x6 wall with drywall will fit just snug, lined up using that sheetrock as a spacer. But we are now going to start painting some primer onto the walls until the stuff for this wall is ready to pick up. So yeah, there we go, that's next. Alrighty, so it looks like our Home Depot order is not going to be ready till tomorrow. So this will be our stopping point for tonight. We give us a chance to get this video edited so I can get it out tomorrow. And it's Wednesday night, so we have our Wednesday night service online tonight. So I'll be enjoying that here in a couple hours. The wife and the eldest are working on some nachos for dinner right now. And this primer's pretty much all dry. You can see there's some spots where they didn't get primer because this new Kills KVA or something like that, whatever the acronym was, it's what the paint guy at the store recommended for us to put in here, and it just didn't go very far. A gallon did not. It's not particularly thick anywhere, but a gallon did not cover even this whole room, which seems kind of ridiculous to me because I've used Kills plenty of times and it goes a long way in my memory anyway. It's pretty thick, so there's that. But yeah, we'll be picking up the materials to get this wall in tomorrow. That guy right there, and I'll get that framed up and popped in here tomorrow. And then we'll be pretty close. We figured out, I guess, what we're doing on my daughter's side of the room, paint-wise. It's gonna be real simple with a chalkboard paint on one complete wall, and the other 3 walls will be dark gray. It's gonna be kind of dark in there. And then Deacon doesn't actually know he's even coming home this weekend yet, so we won't be finding out what he wants for paint until he gets back here. I don't know what I did to my lip. Anyway, but that's gonna do it, you guys. Thanks for watching The Rambling Redhead, and I'll see you next time.